The coronavirus pandemic is ravaging parts of the country and affecting numerous aspects of the American life. While the future of the pandemic in US is still unclear, here are 5 recent reasons behind the coronavirus case surge in America. Inconsistent leadership. Now, there is no second opinion about the confused leadership of Trump's great America, where the leaders take decisions ignoring the facts and experts' advice. The President of the United States has been tweeting about the decline in the coronavirus mortality rate of the country, claiming it to be the lowest in the world. In reality, the mortality rate in America might have declined recently, but it is not the lowest in the world. Among the 20 countries most affected by this pandemic, at least 14 have lower death rates than the United States of America. Dr. Anthony Fauci has warned that Americans shouldn't take comfort in the dropping death rate among the coronavirus patients in the US. During a live streaming press conference with the Senator of Alabama, the top viral disease expert said, and I quote, "It's a false narrative to take comfort in a lower rate of death. There's so many other things that are very dangerous and bad about this virus. Don't get yourself into false complacency." The problem doesn't end with Trump downplaying the numbers, but his ignorance towards the existence of a deadly virus in the country. Now, when a couple of states relaxed restrictions despite the warnings, the brutal killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis changed the scenario completely, and soon the US streets were filled with tens and thousands of Black Lives Matter protesters. While state heads and politicians criticized the mass protests amid the virus outbreak, the president went on with his public appearances and his campaign rallies. Donald Trump's recent Mount Rushmore event saw attendees being clustered together for hours. The Trump administration has lined up another campaign rally in New Hampshire this Saturday. Packed beaches. Now, some Americans altered their traditional 4th of July celebrations while others flocked to beaches to enjoy the holiday weekend. Crowds were spotted at the beaches of South Carolina, New York's Coney Island, and in California as well. But Miami and Los Angeles beaches remained empty after officials kept them closed for the weekend. Overwhelmed hospitals. Now, with the number of daily hospitalization numbers in states have been rising exponentially, dozens of hospitals across the country have hit their capacity now. The concerns of other hospitals facing similar consequences are rising, along with the fear of putting critical resources in short supply. The reopening of schools. Now, the debate over how schools would reopen in the fall has intensified this week. The state's Department of Education has ordered all the Florida schools to reopen in August, at least 5 days per week for students. Now, meanwhile, Donald Trump is putting pressure on governors to reopen school this fall.
So we're very much going to put pressure on governors and everybody else to open the schools, to get them open. And it's very important. It's very important for our country. It's very important for the well-being of the student and the parents. So we're going to be putting a lot of pressure on open your school.